Hi guys, I told you I was going to upload a couple of videos today. At least one more today. I wanted to compare the two, Logan and this baby. Like I said, I'm currently 23 weeks pregnant right now, and I wanted to compare how different this one is compared to Logan. And let me start off with how we found out. We found out in the hospital again. I was on my I was sick from 12 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock in the afternoon, literally just throwing up anything and everything I had, and no sleep, no nothing. I called my friend to take me to the hospital because it was like a holiday weekend or something like that, so all the doctor's offices were closed. And we ended up going, got in there quick, they did their blood work, the whole nine. As the blood work came back, they told me I was pregnant. So they had to do an ultrasound to see how far along I was. I had an idea that I was pregnant, but I didn't know how far along I was pregnant because we've been trying for so long to have a baby again, and it just never happened. I also got on birth control to regulate my periods and everything. Like I said, every female's not the same. My periods are not the same. My friends aren't the same. They can have it like 3 days or whatever, but me on the other hand, I have the full 7 days and missed like 3 months or so. So like I said, I didn't know I was pregnant, so we did the birth control thing, and I guess it worked. But anyways, we did the ultrasound, and they found out I was 5 weeks and some days, and like a couple days or whatever. And we went from there. He told me that I could have a miscarriage, and how hearing that you can have a miscarriage was like so, to me, like, oh my god, like I'm gonna lose my baby. It's just scary. Just you go numb. And my husband wasn't there. My friend was. She's one of my best friends, but it's still, you need that comfort. You're gonna cry. You feel sad. You just don't know what to think. You're just thinking the worst possible things. But it was. It's obviously we're fine right now, but it's scary, and it's a scary thing. We went and made another appointment for the OBG. So we went into that. Then after that, we had another appointment for another ultrasound where the heart rate was there. I guess like when it's 5 weeks, it's literally a bean. It's tiny, and they couldn't hear the heartbeat or see that it's actually growing. So they waited a couple more weeks to have another ultrasound to see if it was actually growing, and it had a heartbeat, and it had a beautiful little heartbeat. It sounds like a choo-choo train. It's so cool. After that, I started having a lot of problems. I work in a deli, so I can't handle food or anything like that when you're sick, like when you're throwing up or like health code violations and stuff like that. So I had to take a month off of work because I was so sick. I was literally throwing up all the time. I lost weight compared to gaining it, like what I did with Logan. Logan, I just kept gaining and gaining. This one, I literally lost at least 5 to 10 pounds before I started gaining the weight back. And they gave me some medications. They also told me to take some B6. It's in the vitamin aisle. Ask your doctor first before you start taking it. I'm not telling you to go buy some, but you should also be taking your prenatals if you're pregnant, or plan on getting pregnant. Take your prenatals. Then they gave me a different medication. It wasn't Zofran, it was something else, but they did give me Zofran at first, which didn't work because the one that they gave me was the one that you put underneath your tongue and let it dissolve, and it was the most disgusting thing ever. Like I said, it made me so sick. But anyways, we went from there. I went back to work after that month, and I started getting abdominal pains. Not like we did with Logan. Logan was lower. This one was on the top and on my side. Like if we drink water and you go for a run or you go for a walk or speed walk or whatever, and that side really hurts, like you can't breathe, like it's just like a cramp. I had that on the top and both sides of my belly. Not anything lower. I haven't had anything really low lately. Besides the there is a spot right in between your no-no and your leg, that crease in the middle. That spot right there, I've been having pain like crazy. Same with Logan. Logan, I had it for a little bit, but this one it's worse. And we recently found out that it's your pelvic bone expanding and rubbing up against everything else, and it's it gets worse with pregnancies. So if I plan on having another one, it's going to be worse than it is now. Which right now I can't walk when I have it, and same with Logan, I couldn't really walk. So it was really hard to go back to work and do all that and keep on going to the hospital because of this pain. I ended up in the hospital the first time because of the pain from work. They had to call the ambulance. I passed out because of the pain I was in. On the stretcher, I passed out. So they just told me that it was acid, like it was acid reflux. I've never had acid reflux. I don't get heartburn. I don't get any of that stuff. With Logan, I got heartburn. But this one, I guess it's going to be the acid reflux. I have it every now and then, but they told me to take Tums and change my diet, so I did that. After that, I passed out at the bus stop on my way to work. I was going one way to go sit down because I felt really sick. My heart, like right now, recently, my heart pounds, and it feels like it's racing. But then my ears start to get really hot, and I start kind of like blacking out, and it's just like, or like it starts, how do I say it, like it starts dimming, like the lights start dimming, and I just black out. Well, this time I just literally just blacked out like nothing, and I didn't even know. I woke up on the floor on the opposite way. Like I said, I live in Vegas, so it's like 100 and something degrees, and like, going this way, ended up facing on the floor this way, bleeding from my lip. My head had a bump. My arm was all bruised. It was terrible. It was bad and scary. So thank God there was these people there, and they called the ambulance. Thank you, people. But they called the ambulance, and I went to the hospital again for that. They said I was dehydrated, and they gave me fluids and did the whole 9. Did an ultrasound. The baby was perfectly fine. I didn't hurt the baby, which is a good thing. But we were okay. We were fine. And then after that, what else happened? We've been in and out of the hospital for the pain and everything. Then all of a sudden now, I'm starting to black out. I was admitted to the hospital because I was getting dizzy and stuff like that, but the abdominal pain on my side, they said it was my appendix. And when your appendix, I guess it can cause damage, like it can give you like a infection inside and everything, and it's really bad for you and the baby. So they were talking about doing surgery right away, and it was scary because you don't know what you're going to do. And when they gave me that, or they told me that, they admitted me. I was admitted for like 2 days. I was in the hospital, and that was fine. Whatever, I was fine. They actually told me that it wasn't my appendix, it was me being constipated. Your whole thing, like the zigzag, well, mine was like a figure 8. The baby was making so much room that it was like turning everything around and making itself comfy. So with all that, they gave me all this stuff and had to start going to the bathroom and doing all this other crap at home. Literally crap. But we did all that, and then, like I said, I kept getting dizzy. I started passing out. I passed out recently at work. I was standing and doing something for somebody, and I felt the dizziness, the heart pounding and everything, and I ran to the back and opened up the chair to sit down real quick, and I sat down, and next thing I know, I'm waking up with my arm in one of my coworkers' hands. She's literally holding on to me so I won't fall on the floor. So I even passed out sitting down. And there was like one other time that I believe I passed out on the bed, like I was getting ready got really dizzy. I said I only was down on the bed. Sat down on the bed. I woke up laying on my back. So it's pretty scary not to know. Like I have the warning signs, like the heart racing, the ears flaring up, and like are hot, and you can hear your heartbeat and stuff. I have all that before I pass out, but it's still like you can't do anything. You're just gonna pass out. So they want the doctors that I've been seeing. Like I said, I saw like 7 doctors so far, and they said that it's called Sticopede, whatever. And it's literally when you stand up too fast in your head, your blood rushes from your head all the way down to your vagina and your feet or whatever, and it contracts and just doesn't let the blood flow everywhere else or back to everywhere else. So they want you to lay down flat. Remind you, I work at a deli. I can't lay down flat. And the food, where we make food, there's nowhere really to lay down. It's so small. I do take the bus. I'm not going to lay down on the 100 and something degrees floor. Like, you can find an egg on that freaking floor. And it's really scary. That's what we've been going through. So recently, went to the doctors. We went to the heart doctor. We're going to do an EKG. Well, they did the EKG. That was fine. They're going to do an echo and ultrasound of my heart, and then they're going to also make me wear a monitor. So you'll guys see the process with that. What else? Just basically still getting sick. I'm still getting really, really, really sick with this one. I really can't eat anything, and then if I do, I get kind of dizzy too. So that's another thing. And it's not my sugar. Usually it is your sugar when you eat and you get dizzy and stuff like that. It's usually your sugar, but this one's not my sugar. So, like I said, they think it's my heart. It's crazy. It's crazy the things that I'm going through with this one compared to Logan. I just hope that it gets better. I have a lot of friends and a lot of family that call me and tell me everything's going to be fine. One friend takes me to work or to the hospital and doctors all the time. Thank you, Sohaila. I'll post some stuff up there too for her. She's a YouTuber, so she gave me the idea. But we're gonna go day by day, and maybe tomorrow or later today, since it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning over here, I'll upload another video and tell you like exactly what I go through or do, and do's and don'ts of pregnancies and stuff like that, and so far how long, like, you know, being 23 weeks, you're getting a little bigger, you're all that other stuff, and just stuff like that. I'll just tell you about some of that stuff. So thank you guys for watching again. Have a great day. See you guys later. Bye.